What no one wants to see is what happened in Korea and Sochi, right, where they ended up basically sacrificing large protected areas and a lot of environmental things around the games.
Tourism and new residents, it's to be expected when you host an international phenomenon like the Winter Olympics. But with that comes a strain on the environment and invasion into wildlife's homes. The '88 Olympics were a prime example of that, and it didn't just happen to Calgary, it happened in Canmore.
So they didn't do much in the way of baseline studies or research as to how the games impacted the wildlife there. One of the things that we would like to see is ensure that when they are planning for the redevelopment of those areas, that they do a good study and be able to track that kind of data so that we ensure that we don't have a negative impact on the animals that live there.
Increased tourism could be beneficial for a town like Canmore, bringing in revenue to small businesses. But the people in Canmore are relatively split when it comes to whether or not they are on board with the 2026 bid.
Well, I'm trying to get as much information as I can to find out if I'm actually for or against it.
I think that we need to embrace what's going on in the world and what's going on around us.
Now I'm kind of worried about the economic impact on the community and what the real dollars are.
I just think that it's a very complex world that we live in right now, and that there's so much uncertainty that economically we're not in a position of strength.
Conservationists are not opposed to hosting the games, but they say the environment must be an issue that the IOC takes seriously.
To sort of create a nature legacy, and that's what we're hoping to see if the bid goes through, that there's this emphasis on not just mitigating, but improving the way we coexist with wildlife out here.
A statement from Parks Canada says while we cannot speculate on the number of visitors that the Mountain National Parks would receive should Calgary be chosen to host the 2026 Olympics, it is important to note that Parks Canada has a proven track record in managing visitation. In Canmore, Kristen Fong, City News.